you think of a fireman's, like, firefighting, that was basically a man's job. So the fact that she was involved with that, that's very interesting, Taylor. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, it is interesting. And there are some people who dispute that. There are some people who have evidence of that. There's a photo that's accepted generally of her, and she is in firewoman's regalia, and she's got the number 1 Virginia insignia on her fireman's hat, and she's got a belt on. Some people say that is not her, but if it is indeed her, there's that evidence of her participation. Yeah. But regardless, she was like, there is evidence, or there is proof of her being like an honorary member of a fireman's parade here in town. So she was involved in some way, shape, or form.
That's cool.
Yeah.
See, and these are the exciting things you can find out when you go to Virginia City and research. And I've got the one place that you can go, Taylor, while I was there was the museum. Joe did go to the museum. What's it called, Joe? It's actually
the way it was
museum.
The way it was museum. Yeah, I never. Oh, and when before I came to Virginia City, I would on Google Maps walk down the street, like on the Google Maps and I saw that so many times and thought I really must go there, and I never did. I walked past it to go up to the jewelry store. But I never went in there, so I will definitely make sure I go in there. But me personally, it's not so much about the ghosts or the spirits. It's more about the history. And then you kind of fall across those stories while you're doing the history. And then it makes sense as to why certain people might be in certain places. Because if I were a ghost... If I wanted to hang around, I'd hang around in Virginia City, because Virginia City is timeless. Like, it's just kind of like you're there, and it's just, that's where I'd want to haunt. That's where I'd want to hang out, on the roasting house balcony having a coffee. A ghost coffee. Yeah. What's that, Daniel? Daniel's asking questions. Oh, he's asking about where she might be buried. I don't know. I'll research that when I go. I'll see if I can find out where they did pop her in the ground.
Yeah, there's a gravesite set up with wooden planks up on a hill. Just outside of town, and there's dispute. Some say that absolutely is her grave and she's right there. Others say that was built to attract tourism, and it was built within eyesight. Like, there's periscope little things that you can put a quarter in and see this mountain. And some say it was put there for tourists to look out this balcony and sort of see and just be like, oh, there she is. So it depends which version of the story you subscribe to. So there is a site with her name on it, on a wooden headstone that you can go see. But some people say she is not there and she is buried somewhere else.
So there's only one way to find out. Get your shovel, Karen.
I'm not going to desecrate anybody's grave. Thank you very much. I am going to go out to the old Gold Hill. What is that noise on your phone? Is that you, Taylor? Can you hear that, people?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's a ghost. There could be a ghost in Taylor's apartment. It's someone coming through from the other side. It really sounds like, what's it sound like? It stopped.
Well, Taylor muted.
It has a static, which is weird. It has a static.
It is on Taylor's end.
I reckon there's a ghost, Taylor. It's either that or like is eating a biscuit. Maybe Julia Bulette is there with Taylor now trying to tell us where she's buried. I shouldn't make jokes. It could happen. That's all right. Taylor's just waiting. Did the dog have something that it was eating? No, she's not going. Daniel's saying that he heard that the funeral home owner kept her and buried her in the wall. Ew.
Really?
Well, I don't think so, because the story I heard about Mr. Mackey, he had attended the actual burial.
You're
So
right.
she is
Yeah.
buried somewhere.
Oh,
She
we
is
lost
buried.
Taylor.
Yeah, she'll come back. She's good value, Taylor. I love Taylor.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's pretty good. I'm really looking forward to going and hanging out with Taylor. Connie better watch out.
Karen,
Yeah,
aren't
I
you
might
glad
have a
that I
new.
reminded you of her?
Oh, I hadn't forgotten her. I just didn't realize that.
I know you didn't forget. You're like you text me, Ron. Stop keeping Taylor to yourself. What's her name again? Remember?
Yeah, and then yeah, because I had such fun with her and like other dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's a cool person.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So for those of you in the chat that have only just come in, Taylor lives in Virginia City. She works in Virginia City and she lives in Virginia City, but she's historically, like, she's so into everything that goes around in that town. She helps raise money for different causes there, and yeah, she's good value. So that's why